Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. I was making another video, but it messed up. So I'm gonna upload this one in continuation to the other one that just cut off. I have a question. If anybody can answer me. I was always told if you want to know if you're spiritually gifted, pay attention to how animals act around you and babies and children. And I've always heard people say that, but never explain why that is. And I've always had babies and children, even more now than before, attracted to me. And these kids don't know me from Adam to Eve, never met me, but they run up to me, hold their arms out, and I mean like small babies. They'll want me to pick them up and hold them, and they'll just stare at me like they've known me their whole lives. Even to the point it's like where you see there's like almost tears in their eyes, and I don't know. I can't say if it's tears of joy or tears of happiness, but it's like they start tearing up as if like maybe they've known me and they miss me or something. Even with animals, I have stray animals, especially cats. Always come up to me and stare at me. And I've never been one to brag about me. Hey, look at me, or I've always been one to want to help others. And I know some people call that, oh, that's just people pleasing. I've always been the type, I'd rather, even me pouring, if I was to pour my very last into you, and that means me having nothing, I'd rather do that and see someone happy rather than to see someone in need of help and not do anything. And I understand, that's why we have discernment to understand when some people really need help and when others are using you. I get it. It's just that I've never had the type of heart to tell somebody no. And I know that for me, that can be a weakness. And I need to learn to start saying no. And I'll be honest, it's hard. Because I've always been a giving person my entire life. I've always felt like I was placed here to be an example, to show people how to love, show people how to give, how to live. And now I'm going through the process of the loss, losing family, losing friends. I've never really had any real friends. I know to some people, man, you've had plenty of friends. I've had plenty of people that come into my life that teach me things, big brothers. Guys I consider big brothers. But I'll be honest, I've never felt like I was understood. I felt like a lot of times people tolerate me and not really, hey, let's try to understand this young man. Let's, at least listen. Let's try to hear him and not just listen and just assume he must be going through something, some mental things. It's like I've been labeled so many things: ADHD, adult ADHD, PTSD, mental disorder, all types of names. Doctors think I'm crazy because I stopped taking the medicine that they've given me. And you say, medicine for what? For a long time, I was on medicine for seizures, depression, PTSD, and to help me sleep. And the thing is, I've always had this sleep thing since I was like a teenager. Very, very similar to Samuel. There's been times, even in my adult life, I hear my name being called. And I thought it was my mom. But I'm laying in bed and I'm like, it's not my mom because this voice is in the room with me. And this used to happen to me even as a kid. I would have dreams like Joseph, revelations like John, pain and suffering like the Messiah. And I know someone will say the Messiah suffered more than anybody can imagine. And that's the thing. You never know what somebody's been through unless you walked a mile in their shoes. And this is not me bragging, but I honestly believe that most people would not even survive a few steps in my shoes. Because I was made for this. I know we all, everyone has their beliefs that anything you can do, I can do. Or if I can get through it, then you can get through it. I get it. We all suffer when we go through things. The one thing I believe, although we all have the same destination, we have different paths. The way you get through things won't necessarily be the way that works for me. The way I get through things necessarily won't be the way that works for you. I've met many people in the 41 years that I've been alive on this earth. And I've been alive longer than that. I'm 41 now. I'll be 42 in June. But that's the age of this vessel. The me that's inside here, I am ageless. There are no number of years that can say how old I am. Because here's the thing, I'm not old. I'm experienced. I'm learning. I'll never stop learning. But I've had to realize the very thing that I thought that was in me being something else is me. And it's not the takeaway of who the Most High is. It's not the takeaway that the Holy Spirit that's within me. But I understand that certain things, and this is not a me thing, this is for everybody else as well. I come to realize that a lot of things that we read, it pertains to us. Especially when you read about the Messiah. You know, the scripture says, if God be for me, then who can be against me? You have to understand that before you, that means that the Most High is on your side. If Yah be for me, then who can be against me? That means that the Most High is on my side. But it also means that the Most High has gone before me. So if the Most High has gone before me, that means I have to walk the same path. And the same path that I'm walking has already been cleared. So I'm walking this path. I'm going through what is my story. And so I can't even say all of you because this is not meant for everybody. This is not a word for everybody. Everybody's not going to understand. Many are called, but few are chosen. You have to understand when it says when few are chosen, that means out of 5, only 1. So there's no chance that there's not going to be. So I live with 5 or 6 other people, and me and this person, we're chosen. No. It says in the scriptures that there will be out of 5, 2 against 3, and 3 against 2. It's exactly that in my household. My nephew, who's the doctors, he's been diagnosed with autism. I understand him more and more. And I've always tried to teach him right from wrong and be there to help him. But I've gotten in a place in my life where I'm starting to realize that me protecting him is kind of harming him. And here's the thing, I'm starting to realize that I can't always be there for him. I have to, and here's the thing, it's like a father. Just like our Heavenly Father. Sometimes, and I can't really say because I'm not a parent, but I don't know why it's like I have that instinct of a father. I realize that I'm not allowing him to fail when I don't do things for him. But sometimes we have to give a little room and allow them to make mistakes. Because here's the thing, we make mistakes, but we learn from those mistakes. And like I've always told my nephew, I've never told him anything that I won't tell you guys. I've told him, I sat him down, I told him, Kaheem, I just want to let you know, and this is not me. This is not for you to be sad. I love you. I know you love me. And I know you love when we have these talks. And I always tell him, one day, the Most High is going to call me. And that means that I won't be here anymore. But don't think that I won't be here with you. Although this body won't be here. I will always be watching over you. I'll step in every once in a while, and you might see a little white spot go by. That's just me letting you know that I'm here with you. You know, I've always prepared him for certain things. And he understands. I do a lot for him because I see myself in him a lot. He's not really sociable. He wants to stay alone. He wants to be by himself. He likes being by himself, as do I. I can have a house full of family, everybody having fun, and I'd rather be outside by myself because it's peaceful to me. My mind is already going at a you want to talk about overthinking? I do it and don't not even realize it that my mind is active. When I lay down at nighttime, I meditate, try to calm my mind down, and it's like as soon as I get ready down, boom, my mind is active. It's like, am I supposed to be praying? Because I'll sit up all night and I'll pray. And as soon as I get ready, as soon as I finish praying, spiritual warfare, vivid dreams, sleep paralysis. And the thing is, I've never really fully understand. I recently heard someone saying that sleep paralysis is really a gift. It's really to show you the things that you don't understand. And that's the thing. For so many years, I've always heard from church people and the religious people, oh, sleep paralysis is the attack from the devil, is a sign that negative spirits is holding you down, and it's a sign that you've been attacked, and that they're going to initiate you and then turn you into a wizard or turn you into a witch, and then you're going to become a warlock, and you're going to be an agent of the darkness, and then you got to get delivered because you're going to get demons put inside of you, and then you're going to be swallowed up in all this crazy stuff. When really, it all comes down to astral traveling. You have to realize when you sleep, your spirit is not in your body. Well, how is my body breathing if I'm not in there? That's the thing. It's the Ruach. The Holy Spirit protects you. Mama Yah keeps you safe while you sleep. And while we go off astral traveling and in these other realms and other worlds, we don't fully understand that when you're going back in your body, sleep paralysis, because I used to see like black things and look like reaching out at me, and I sit up and I'm trying to move, but I can't. And I never realized that it was me going back in my body, but my physical body woke up before my spirit, which is me, got fully back into the body. So I'm thinking I'm seeing them demon the whole time. It's just me going back in the body, but the body can't move because you have to realize your body releases a chemical that causes itself to go paralyzed. Like if you was in a coma, people know you're in a coma, but you can't move because you're not in control of the body. Because your body has basically caused a shutoff to keep you safe. Because if you were in a coma and you were able to move your body, not being able to see, you get up, start walking, bumping into everything, causing physical harm to yourself. Sleep is the same way. When you sleep, your body releases a chemical that causes itself to be paralyzed. That's why when you wake up and you can't move, because you're not all the way inside of your body. Once your spirit leaves and comes back, your entire spirit has to be in the body to be able to move. But it can't do that because you're not all the way back in your body. You're just coming from another realm, astral traveling. I made a video about the dogs and the moon. Now I'm turning this video into a whole teaching moment. But I'm out here just walking because it's cold, but the wind feels good to me. Yes, I'm sniffing. And I know somebody's like, man, you out there sniffing, you need to be inside where it's warm at. I'd rather be out here. The sun is shining. It feels good. I'm different. Yep. I like being outside. Scott said, I love being outside. It's amazing. I don't just enjoy Mother Nature doing when it's hot or when it's warm. And make no mistake about it, me walking, pacing like this, a lot of people say when a person that paces worries a lot. This is my form of prayer. This is my form of one-on-one with the Most High. It's when I'm walking around, I'm gathering my thoughts. And you may see me walking and look like I'm talking to myself. The whole time I'm having a conversation with myself. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. There's a few birds out. It's crazy how before I came out, there were no birds out. You can't hear them, but they're flying around. There were no birds around. Every time I come outside, the birds come out of nowhere. If it was warm, I see certain insects, bees. I always go sit in the front yard and I have baby dragonflies land on me. And I never knew the spiritual meaning of that. Or does that even have a spiritual meaning? I know, if bees and wasps and fly around you, it's because you're vibrating at a high frequency. But I never knew about wasps. And I mean, dragonflies. Or maybe that's the same thing. You're vibrating at a high frequency. Sometimes I feel like my vibration is so high. I used to take Ormuz Gold at night. And Ormuz Gold actually helps decalcify and activate the third eye. I used to think, and I honestly think when I do, I'm over activating my pineal gland. Because it makes it hard for me to go to sleep. It's like I'll lay there, I'm like, okay, I'm tired, I'm sleepy. As soon as I get ready to lay down, it's like the sleepiness is going away. I'm laying there just to be laying there and I can't get relaxed. I don't know if my pineal gland is overactive. My mind is not racing because I've always do different exercises before I go to sleep. I meditate. I put on some white noise, put on some soothing music. And that's always helped me to sleep. And I'll be honest, for me sleeping with the fan on, and to some this may sound sad. Oh man, it's just so sad. I'll be honest. Subconsciously, it's made me feel like if I didn't sleep with the fan on, that I was afraid I wouldn't hear anything and I would be alone. So me hearing the fan lets me know that there's something there with me and I wasn't alone. And I did this for a long time, especially after my grandmother passed away. She was that, I had a connection with her, and I'll be honest, my connection with her was I've never had a bond with anyone except the Most High than with my grandmother. And this is no offense to my mom or anybody else in my life. But after she passed, it felt like I lost everything. It was like my whole world was taken from me. Because she didn't have to teach me anything. She didn't have to talk to me about the Most High. She didn't have to, you know, some people, man, my grandmother was wise, and I'm not going to sit here and say my grandmother wasn't wise, but she taught me in her own way. She taught me by showing me how to love, how to treat people. Same way the Messiah done. If you read all the things that the Messiah done, he helped more of the other people more than his own. Why? Because that's how much his own did not believe or receive him. And the thing was, it wasn't that he didn't want to help those. And you can say, why couldn't he help them? It was due to the fact that they didn't believe. You can't help somebody that doesn't believe that you can help them, or they don't believe that they can be helped. So many people have been hurt beyond to the point where they feel like, what's the point of trying to improve? What's the point of trying to be better when it's just going to end horribly anyway? And that's how hard the enemy works to get people in that position of where they feel hopeless. When the time comes to have faith, they don't have none because they feel like it's just going to end up badly anyway. And I want to say this. Even though we're going through the storm, no storm lasts forever. And the thing is, people see the storm and they walk with the storm expecting to get out. When you're really supposed to sit down, weather the storm. The storm is going to pass. But you can't, if the storm is moving that way, and I'm walking with it, how can I expect to get out the storm if I'm walking with the storm? And the thing is, one can say, well, you'll never get out of it. No, I will. But I would spend a lot of time in the storm. And now I'm still in the storm when the storm is supposed to pass. And whatever lesson I'm supposed to learn, I've learned late now because of my stubbornness and wanting to do things on my own. Every storm you go through, there is a lesson. There's always a lesson. Hey, it's okay. He's just trying to get his truck straight so he can leave. He got somewhere to go at. Y'all getting mad. Hey, stop that yelling. Back to what I was saying. No storm lasts forever. No situation goes on and on. No heartbreak goes unhealed. There's this show called The Chosen. I know a lot of people don't watch. And there was an episode where little James was talking to Christ. And he was asking him, he was telling him how you have given us, you have shown us that we able to heal people. And Christ told him, yes. And he asked him Christ asked him, what do you want to ask me? And little James asked him, why haven't you healed me? Christ asked him, do you want to be healed? He said, yes, if it's possible. Christ responded, you have seen me heal more than enough people to know that it's possible. Long story short, little James was ashamed because he walked with a limp. He felt like he was holding people back because of his disability. And this is hitting hard for me because it hits home, because I've always felt the same way. Almost my whole life, I've always felt like something was wrong with me. And I never thought about maybe something is wrong with the world and not with me. Ultimately, little James told him, ultimately Christ told little James, imagine if you were healed. He didn't say, imagine if I healed you. Imagine if the Father healed you. What amazing story that would be. And little James says, yes, that would be an amazing story. And Christ told him that there's hundreds of stories like that. But just imagine what type of story you have if you told people, although the Most High hasn't healed me yet, I still believe that the Most High can heal me. I still believe that I can be healed. And that right there would help so many others to have faith in the situations that they're going through, feeling like they never get out. But the possibility of one day being free from that situation. Who the Son set free is free indeed. Sometimes I make these videos, I don't even put them up because I get real emotional. And I don't mean to. I'll be honest, I'm a crier. Some people say a man who cries is weak. But I understand sometimes I need to regulate my emotions, because I'd rather be tears than be anger. I just wanted to come out because, again, it feels good. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Get outside, get some sunshine, put on a coat, put on some gloves, cover your head up, do whatever you got to do. But get outside, get some sunshine. Because one day, this big bright sun, it's not going to be there. It's going to be dark. And people are going to wish, where's the sun now? I wish the sun was here. I wish the sun was here. I miss the sun. But there's this saying, you never miss your well until the water run dry. Meaning the substance that keeps the well being important is the reason why you go to the well. You don't go to the well just to go to the well. You go to the well for water. So when the water is gone, there's no use for the well. Same as with some people. You have people come to you because the spirit in you Now, when you neglect that spirit and that spirit is removed from you, people will start coming to you because it's like, what substance do you have? There's nothing you can do. And that's why I realize, these gifts that the Most High has blessed me with, the Most High didn't bless me with these gifts for me. I understand when this first starts, I'm on the journey to heal myself so that I now can be helpful to others. I've done all that. I've done the healing. And now is I've done the waiting part for the Most High to bring whoever the Most High needs to bring in my life, who needs healing and who needs help. Now I'm at a point in my life where I'm just waiting. I've done all I want. I've done all I'm supposed to do. I've done the teaching. And I know, there can never be too much teaching. But there's going to come a time where you have so many people that call themselves things. I'm a seer, and I'm a prophet, and I'm a this, and I'm a that. They call themselves things that they weren't chosen for. Being a seer, you're chosen to be a seer. Being a healer, you're chosen to be a healer. Those who are chosen for the things they're chosen for a reason. The Bible says the many will find the road to the broad and wide, which leads to destruction. And the few will find the straight and narrow, which leads to the everlasting life. And you have to understand that road that the few will find, it's a very small road. It's not a road for two people. It's a road for that one. The road that the Messiah went down. And now you have to go down. There are some people who will say, well, if my life is meant to be this way, then, that's the way it's supposed to be. The truth is, and when I say this, I'm not talking to everybody. Some of our lives have been lived out for us. And we don't have the privilege of being with the world. We don't have the privilege of doing everything that everybody else does. Because that's not what we're supposed to be doing. You can't live your life the way you want to live life. You have to live life the way the Messiah lived life. There are certain things that you can do, and there are certain things that you're not supposed to do. Understand when I say that, I did not say there are certain things you can't do. But there are certain things that we're just not made to do. It's not in us to do it. It's not a part of who we are. When I say who we are, I'm talking to the collective. Everybody's not meant to understand this. Everybody's not going to understand this, not get it. It's okay. Soon, very, very soon, we will be leaving this place. And you have to understand that everybody who came with you is not going to leave with you. Everyone who said that they were your friend, every family member, everyone you ever loved and care about can't go where you're going. And it's for a reason. But that's just the way it is. Things are changing and they will never be the same. That's crazy. That's even part of Tupac's song. Call changes. But yeah, before I go, I want to say get outside. Enjoy the sun. The sun is shining. The sun is shining. It's looking great. It feels good. When you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you're good looking. The Most High is amazing. Life is amazing. You got the sun, and then over that way you got the moon. I would say the only thing that's missing is the stars. We are the stars. The stars are here. The angels are here. The thing that's operating the mothership, that's operating the drones, it's our ancestors. They're coming to get us. And before I go, there's this line in this song called Sweet Chariot. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming to carry me home. A band of angels watching over me. They were coming to carry me home. And that's the thing. A lot of these ships are coming to pick you up and to take us home. I don't mean to talk a lot. I know I do. But when you're outside and you're enjoying life, you're enjoying the Most High, everything becomes timeless. It's not about the time. It's not about the primitive things of this world. And the thing is, time, it doesn't even matter because time is not real. Time is just something made up to have people continuously worry about being late or not being on time, or because the thing is, when things will happen when things are supposed to happen. Whether you believe you're too late or you're too early, whatever the case may be, when it happens, it'll happen. And it's not something to worry about. But this video is over 42 minutes long. It may go up on TikTok, it may not. If it does, to all those I know on TikTok, y'all have a very good day. Be blessed. The Most High, I love you. The Most High loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Again, get out. Get outside. Get some sunshine. Enjoy life. Life is good. The storm doesn't have to last forever. It will end soon. Your problems are not bigger than the one that you serve. Instead of telling the Most High about your problems, tell your problems about the Most High, the one who fights for you.